Please stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Today is May 18th, 2023. This is the Environmental Conservation Board. We have an agenda we're going to go through. First item is extension of a wetland permit. Veolia, 59 McNair Drive, upgrade to existing well sites. Please approach the microphone, this podium, and state your name and who you're here to represent.
Maria Stepanova, Representative Veolia, Veolia Water, New York.
Okay, Water, New York. Okay, and this was for,
Extension of the wetland permit.
and how long do you need it? Has anything changed from the previously approved plans?
No, nothing. The construction we hope to be done by August
Oh, so you're going to be
23rd
late.
of this year.
Okay,
What was the last time we approved this?
July of last year,
Thanks.
7/21, 7/22. And this is for the treatment system
Correct.
for the sewers, the chateau.
Not sewers, it's drinking
mean
water,
drainage,
PFAS.
drinking water,
Yep,
right.
yep, please. We're not quite there yet.
I got the wrong type of water.
Maybe eventually we'll need to do that, but for now it's drinking water.
Yeah.
Chateau.
There was nothing changed to the plans of building it as per previously approved?
Full on, we're building, everything is under construction. Hope to be done soon.
Last time we had, the last time they asked for an extension.
No, they didn't.
Oh,
That might
last
have been
time we got
another
an
one.
Approval, right? What was that?
They probably, remember this, they came in with multiple sites.
Got it. For the Chateau well,
This is Chateau Well
so we granted it in,
on 7/26/22, 7/21/22.
yep, okay. Wetland inspector, we had an approved SWIP, it's in the file with them. Okay, great, no.
And how long do you need the permit for? A year?
A year would be wonderful.
A year would be wonderful.
I'm with
We
you.
really hope to be done by the end of August, but, yeah, doesn't hurt to have a year.
Okay, so then do I have a motion to extend permit number 984 to Suez Water, New York, the Chateau Well site, for an additional year from 7/22/23 to 7/21/24 for 1 year with the following two conditions. Town wetland inspector to do pre and post inspection, pre and post site visits for installation of erosion control, and the approval of the SWIP was already previously approved. So do I have a motion to extend the permit for 1 year?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, you're good.
All right.
What's today's date, the 18th? Yeah, boy.
Yes.
18.
Okay, you're done. So.
We have a
SeaWorld-
next one as well.
Oh, you got the next one too?
Yes. I mean, they can go back and come back.
Coventry
This is
set.
for a new
Th-
permit.
This is a new permit, and it's
All right,
because.
wait a minute.
Right?
Jeez, okay. Okay, next item is Viola, formerly known as Suez Water, Mahopac Wells, Coventry Circle, installation of utility poles and lines. Please state your name and who you're here to represent. All right.
Maria Stepanova, representing Veolia Water, New York.
Okay, could you explain to us what you want to do here?
Yes. So we have 5 project sites in Newtown plan to remove PFAS from the drinking water. This site, Mahopac, we call it Mahopac, it's Coventry Circle in your files. HOA was not happy with our originally proposed plan. There was back and forth. We finally reached agreement with HOA where they want the treatment building to be, but meanwhile, we lost a lot of time. Our compliance deadline with New York State Department of Health is August of this year, so we are planning to put temporary treatment there, which will be just a trailer. We'll drive a trailer and hook it up temporarily while we are working on the permanent solution. And, but in any case, we need a 3-phase power which will be, the closest one is Buck Hollow Road. So we're proposing to the trench and install conduit along the existing earthen driveway to accomplish that.
Okay, I look at, it's right near the bikeway, which is Bucks Hollow Road, and I see you have install a utility pole to cross the right-of-way up by Bucks Hollow. Over here, on this drawing, you have the pole
If you're
here.
looking at the color drawing, the blue color is the utility pole and lines that are going to be installed by electric
Well,
company.
this is the map. This
The
is-
NISAC, I believe, and then the red is what our contractors are going to be responsible for.
Okay, now, I don't know where so that whole area is in the wetland?
It is right outside the wetland, it's right along the existing driveway.
It's in
It's
the
within
buffer?
the buffer, yes.
Okay, so you don't want to, I mean, we're gonna have to give you a permit, not a letter of not a letter of maintenance or,
Town engineer?
Yeah, the engineer recommended the letter of approval. I'll-
And they're putting in permanent structures.
they're buried.
The poles?
One pole,
It's just one?
one pole. And
Just
if
the
you
one
look at the plan, it's one pole, and the rest of it's gonna be excavated down to the treatment area, correct? See?
Yeah, we are
It's
requesting
red.
letter of permission based on recommendation by Rich Franzetti. The trench is going to be 18 inches wide, up to 36 inches deep along the road. There is going to be a pole by the Buck Hollow Road, and there's going to be 2 poles where the lines are going to go above
the
ground.
shed.
Huh?
Into the shed.
No, it's going to go above the ground where there's an earthen dam, there's a lake.
Right, so,
And-
because I have the picture.
Right.
So you're putting a pole here,
Yes,
they're gonna have the contractor trench all this way down to here.
correct. Yes,
Then you're gonna stick a pole here and a pole here.
correct,
Then you're gonna continue trenching over to your work area.
correct.
All right, so here, let me show you.
Yeah.
Pole here. Dig. Pole here. Pole here. Dig to where it has to go. So they're only really disturbing this area, and this area they already have a permit for. This area, we're looking at very minimal.
Is that in the buffer?
It's in the buffer.
Are we sure about that? Looks pretty far from the pond.
Well, the actual wetland, there are multiple maps, and the ones where the buffer, most of it is outside of that,
Here's a stream.
the actual wetlands.
Okay, so I mean, I got the stream, but the stuff on the left side of the property there, I don't know if that's within the buffer.
This is already covered. I mean, we could cover it as far as a letter of maintenance. I'm okay.
It's a lot of excavation, though.
No, it's
It's not a lot of
minimal, no.
excavation.
Well, it's 18 inches, you're going, what, at least 2 feet below grade, right?
Yes, 36 inches
And you're gonna
is,
use that material back into the hole.
absolutely.
Are you cutting, how many trees are you cutting for this?
The original plan was to cut 2 trees along the Buck Hollow Road, otherwise we don't need anything. And then I'm not sure if we're gonna end up that or just trimming those trees.
That's not, you said I wasn't exactly following that. You said aside, for the trenching area here, because that's the area that is.
So in the line that you have for trenching, you don't taking any trees down, correct?
Correct, no trees along the trenching by the Buck Hollow Road where it needs to cross, and the pole is gonna be installed, that's where they were thinking of potentially removing 2
Oh,
trees.
it all looks like that? See, picture's worth 1,000 words. All right, it's all tiny stuff. Maybe that's the stream crossing there.
There's the temporary trailer.
Uh-huh.
What are you running on, generator now?
No, right now it's enough for the existing facility, but for the new facility, we'll need 3-phase to support it. Whether it's temporary or permanent, we'll need a 3-phase.
What's the area of disturbance for this?
It is in the files. I think it was under, just one sec. I don't want to misrepresent. I just saw it.
Wetland lineage. Let's see.
No.
I mean, it's outside the 100. How far is that
That's what I'm
trench
trying
that
to
you're
figure
digging out? How far is that trench from the buffer? Is it in the buffer? Is it away from the buffer? Is it in the buffer?
The trench is outside the buffer largely, because there's a wetland inventory map, and the most of the
300 feet
trench is outside the buffer. I think it's this map.
This is the only area right here.
So, well,
Right.
This is the only area, and they're not digging.
right here it starts.
Pole.
Yeah,
Pole,
yeah.
little digging where they already have the work approval.
Okay.
Correct, this is the
That's what I
area
was
where
trying to figure
we have the project site, here is
That's why
the
I'm an
trench.
engineer.
Hey, because you can use pens and you don't need a.
Right, I
one
don't
of
need
these.
that, yeah.
Don't need.
All right. So you want a letter of maintenance, a letter of permission? All right, so
Yes, please.
do I have a motion to grant a letter of permission to Viola for, yeah, that's the boundary, but it's right.
That's the
That's
buffer.
where they
This,
come.
this area is the buffer, so that this dark, so it's just that and then.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's minimal.
fine, worth it.
So do I have a motion to grant a letter of permission to Viola, formerly known as Suez Water, New York, for Mahopac Wells, for Coventry Circle, for the installation of utility poles and lines as shown on the submitted documents, with the following conditions. One, that you notify wetland inspector prior to work
How
and
early would?
upon completion.
I apologize.
Completion. Two, soils will be used for backfill, and you have to install a wetland mix upon completion. And minimize the number of trees you cut down. Do I have a motion to grant a letter of permission to Viola for Coventry Circle? Or Mahopac Wells?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, C Rose on Monday.
How early should we invite in the wetland inspector?
I would call them a week in advance.
So
If you're gonna start on a Monday,
tomorrow.
call them on a Wednesday.
We'll call tomorrow.
Oh, you call tomorrow?
Yeah. Thank you.
He needs to take a look at your, any of the erosion control measures that you put up.
Okay. Uber Schoenbeck, 252 Westlake Boulevard, reduction of outdoor pool. I remember this.
Okay, good evening. Martin Stacegal for Architectural Visions, representing Uwe Schoenbeck. So we have a approved wetlands ECB permit to allow us to construct a stone pool, which was in this area with a stone patio. And now we want to take that out and put a container pool. They take a shipping container and they install like a bed liner on a pickup truck and waterproof it, and that'll be built into the deck there, so that'll reduce our impervious surface. So they had been doing some test holes in that area for the pool and found out that there's a lot of ledge there that they wouldn't be able to get the depth that they need for the pool. So they decided the container pool would be quicker and easier, because as it is, even the pool companies are still so backed up. as they were in the last time we were here.
How deep will that be?
The container pool is 6 feet deep.
6?
6 feet deep,
Six.
yes, yeah. I believe, I don't know if you got it's on the first sheet of the drawings, there's a 11 by 17 image stapled in the corner, or maybe should be stapled in the corner of the drawing.
What's the difference in pervious?
It's in the upper corner there. It's on the letter, it's reduced by, I think, like 1,700, 1,800 square feet.
1,857
Okay.
square feet reduction.
So
So
it-
can you give us a little more details on the actual changes that are, like the specifics of the changes going on here?
Yeah, okay, so this was a previous one. This was actually one that had one rain garden. The current approved one had two rain gardens with a separation in the middle. But this was the pool that was approved. So you can see, we've taken out this big massive structure and just added the bump of the pool being cut into that wood deck. So thereby reducing the amount of this rain garden, which takes all of this. This rain garden over here is the same size, that's still taking the front of the house, so there's no change there. So it's basically just taking out all this impervious.
What was that impervious surface before? It was a pool, and
A
what was the
pool,
deck?
a pool, and a stone pool deck.
Got it. And that was, that was impervious?
Yeah.
The deck? Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's stone.
you got it?
It's all was a raised platform.
Got it. Okay.
So I don't know what to do here. Do I approve?
I know, that's right. I'm not sure either. Were you referred to us by the,
I told them to come in because they said.
We spoke to Rose and asked, my client wanted to do this container pool, but before they put the down payment on it, they want to make sure that by reducing the amount of impervious surface, we're still okay. And she said that we needed to come back again to renew the permit. Well, not to extend it, but I guess basically come back again.
This is cool.
yeah, I haven't seen one of these before.
Yeah, it's going to have a window in it that looks out towards the lake as well. That's just a generic diagram, but they have steps built in, and then the pool heater is actually built in underneath that, and there's a sliding door that accesses it, so self-contained.
Fascinating.
And what they claim on their website is you can pick this up and move it when you move. So they say you don't have to put an expensive pool in, and then if you move, you can take it with you.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to get a big crane and a flatbed truck.
Or just a knuckle boom truck.
Yeah, perhaps it's empty, it's not gonna be too
Knuckle
heavy.
boom.
The,
Yeah, take the water out.
True. The new, the extension of the wooden deck and the addition of this onto the area where you had before, does that now extend into the, how much closer does that bring it to Mahopac Lake from the previous?
It doesn't really.
Okay,
Just the pool itself comes a little bit closer on this corner, but the deck itself is still within the 40-foot rear yard setback. This thing is falling apart.
thank you, Vinnie.
Thanks, Vin.
As we're all starting to tilt as it's going down and watching it. Thank you.
I don't have an issue with this reduction.
Is it
You're still maintaining the same size rain garden, right?
The rain garden for the front is the same exact size. The rain garden in the back for the pool and the deck has been reduced because we've got 1,800 square feet of less of impervious surface.
All right.
How do you want to handle this? Is this a new permit or is this a?
No, it's just an amendment to the existing permit, because they went through everything else.
Do you need an extension if this expires in September? Do you have plans?
I believe we will because right now the pool company is telling us they need 4 to 6 months.
Okay.
Even though it's a prefab thing, they build them as they, I guess, as they sell them, so they're still backed
Here
up
we
too.
go. This was already extended to September 23.
Yes.
Might as well
Yeah, we would have
pay
actually come back in like August for an
Yeah, I
extension,
agree.
but we wanted to, beforehand, we want to make sure that going with this reduction in the pool was
Yep.
acceptable before we purchase it.
Yep.
Today's your lucky day.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a note in your permit saying that the revised
Plan.
letter and plans dated 5/9/23 are approved as submitted, detailing changes, okay?
Okay.
Detailing changes to existing permit. Okay? Do you want an extension while you're
Yes,
here?
yeah, if we could for 1 year.
So would I extend it from now, or would I extend it from September? Just, I'll go from to permanent extension. from
Yeah.
9/4. And then I'll extend the permit. Extend permit for 1 year. Oh, what drawing numbers are these, by the way?
AS 100 and AS 101.
And what's the date on that?
5/8. And AS 101 is 2/1/21. We didn't make any changes. Actually, I'm sorry, it should be 5/8. The changes, yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, it should be 5/8. But that has the rain garden calculations on that.
Rain garden calc should be approved though by, Rich, the new one, since he reduced the rain garden size.
Okay.
Before he can get his
Extend
extension.
the permit
with the
for
condition.
1 year from, I'm gonna make the motion, I just have to
Yep,
write
yep.
this out so I know what I'm saying. 9/4/23 to 9/2/24.
So to get into the pool, you have to build stairs up to it?
No, the pool is actually going to be set flush with the deck. The deck is actually 10 feet off of the ground out there, so we're going to build a 4-foot concrete platform and put this pool on top of it, so the top is flush with the deck, and then there's steps built into the pool that you walk
I
down
see
into
that,
it.
yeah.
Okay, ready? So I have a motion to modify permit number 966 to Uber Schoenbeck at 252 Westlake Boulevard, Mahopac, based on a revised letter and plans dated 5/9/23, approved as submitted, detailing changes to the existing permit, drawings AS 100, AS 101, dated 5/8/23, total of 2 drawings. That's 1. 2, extend the permit for 1 year from 9/4/23 to 9/2/24, with the following conditions: that the town wetland inspector do a pre- and post-site visit for installation of erosion control, and 2, submit revised rain garden calculations to the town engineer for approval. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
All right, thank you. I'll get those calculations. It's in that letter, but I'll submit that to Rich tomorrow.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Just a quick question, you mentioned the concrete, how are you planning on getting that concrete slab poured? Is that by hand, or are you bringing in a truck?
They'll probably pump it around the side of the house.
Okay,
Yeah, it's gonna be a concrete, CMU base, and then the inside of it'll be filled with gravel and then a concrete slab on top.
that's fine.
It sounds like,
Just a raised sidewalk, basically.
looks like a nice, fun project.
Yeah.
I've used content for a lot of things, but
Yeah.
never pool.
Yeah, I've seen them as small weekend houses, too. They're interesting.
Thinking of buying one and moving into it.
Yeah. You can move it with you when you leave. All right, thank you.
What?
You gonna
I'm
buy
gonna
it?
get a little house, and then necessarily when I go visit the kids, I just gotta plug into their outlet. I'm there, huh? The kids are
Let's just
home.
get an RV.
Done.
I'll take a mini house. This way I can tow it in a trailer. I'm not stuck with an RV.
Get an RV and a motorcycle then.
It could be Flow from Progressive. Okay, so with that, we had meeting minutes, but I don't know who was not here at 3:16, so we'll have to do them next time. You have those?
3/16, March 16th it was? March 16th? It was, no, I got it. Me, you, and Ed were here.
And with no Anthony?
No, I was here.
Okay. So then, do I
You
have
were
a
here?
motion to approve meeting minutes for March 16th, 2023?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You were here? Why don't I have it written down?
All right, I'll send her an email tomorrow, what we've done. Okay, do I have a motion to close the meeting?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a nice weekend, enjoy the weather. Bye.